Hello, my name is Amy. I'm a volunteer with the Portland League of Women Voters. We're here today filming the video voters guide. We are here to talk with candidates running in the November 2016 election. With me right now is Keith Kudrna. He's running for Fairview City Council. Welcome, Keith.
Thank you.
So we're going to start with some softballs. We really just want to get a good understanding of what your background is and tell us a little bit about yourself and what brought you to run for this office.
Okay. Actually, my name is Keith Kudrna. I'm running in Fairview for City Council position number 3. Fairview is a small town. A lot of people associate it with Blue Lake Park. It's probably the easiest landmark that we can attach ourselves to, bordered by Gresham, Troutdale, and Portland, and the Columbia River to the north. It's about just under 10,000 people, and it's just one of those wonderful little communities where a lot of people walk everywhere they go. It has a very nice feel about the town, and just overall pretty good place to live.
Okay, great. So how many years have you been living in Fairview, and what's your connection to the place?
Well, I actually grew up in East County, and I knew about Fairview for playing sports against what was Reynolds High School. They're located on Halsey. It's now Reynolds Middle School. So I knew about the area for most of my life. But in 2001, my wife and I were looking to move from Southeast Portland out towards the east side, and had a number of choices of places where we can build, and chose Fairview largely because I knew the reputation and I knew the area. I love its proximity to the freeway. I love its proximity to the airport, the Columbia River. But we chose to do that in 2001, so I've been living here ever since. So we're going on 15 years now.
Great. So tell us more about your leadership style and what you can bring to the City Council.
My leadership style is actually come from a place of listening first. In my industry, I'm a residential architect, so I can meet with a builder and a homeowner and myself, and I get to mediate between the two, trying to get everybody on a common ground and going in a similar direction. That's a lot of what I've done in my leadership style as well, is first of all listening, acknowledging what people are saying, incorporating all the different ideas and trying to find a common ground and trying to find somewhere where we can meet and start gaining traction on whatever goal that might be.
Okay. Right now, what do you see are some of the major needs and goals the city should have?
The major needs are we have a finite room of growth. We are boxed in on all four sides. We're not going to gain any by square footage. We do have some available land that we can develop that we'll gain by population, but by and large we're capped. So one of the biggest needs is we need to really be fiscally responsible. For the last number of years we've been dipping into reserves far too often, and that's not a sustainable model for maintaining a city government. That's a huge goal of mine, is to be more fiscally responsible with the money that we get in while still meeting the needs of the community.
Okay. So we're going to look at some specific issues, talking about how you can strengthen the council's working relationships, in particular with the surrounding jurisdictions in relation to transportation, policing, social services, and the economy.
One of the things that I've seen is a lot of provincialism within Fairview, Troutdale, and Wood Village. We're going to have what's mine, you guys deal with what's yours. I think we need to break down those barriers and start working together, see how we can share resources, seeing how we can work together as opposed to maintaining complete separate entities. I enjoy working with different people from jurisdictions. That's, professionally speaking, that's what I do. I do deal with multiple jurisdictions all over the Portland metro area, in fact, all over the state of Oregon. So it's something that I enjoy. It's something that I do excel at, in seeing what their needs are and how ours compares to theirs, or how we can meld the two. What were the other? There were quite a few thrown out there.
Yeah, right. So in particular, transportation?
Transportation, right now we have, one of the biggest things is we have a development, the Halsey Commercial Corridor, that connects Gresham, Wood Village, Fairview, and Troutdale. It hits all four jurisdictions. And a thorough development of that would help the transportation needs. I'm also involved with identifying different needs with Metro as far as improvements that can be made for transportation, not only by vehicle but also by bike and pedestrian path. We certainly have some needs there. And one of the other things that we really need to work on is working with TriMet to, at the very minimum, maintain the level of mass transit service that we have. My goal would be to improve it, to enhance what we have. I think for a long time, East County has just been, for a lot of jurisdictions, oh, it's out there to the east somewhere, and really not a priority in a lot of people's minds, and so we've usually come on the tail end of things. I'd like to change that perception. I'd like to change that and start making it a higher priority.
Okay. How about the social services of the area?
Social services, one of the good things that we've done recently is the VA, new VA center, medical center that was built in Fairview. It's great. It's starting to get more people aware of at least that part of social services and what's around. I think some of the things that we need to do is educate our residents on what is available and what we can do. I don't believe we do a good enough job of that. I don't have all the information handy, but I know that what I would like to do is just, even judging from me, the fact that I'm not fully aware of what's available. Well, I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure there are other people that feel the same way too. We need to communicate what is out there, communicate what is available. That seems to be sorely lacking in our area.
Okay. So we have just a little bit of time left. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about and share with the audience?
I think one of the things that we're really excited about is the potential of merging our police department with Multnomah County Sheriff's. We're looking at all the various aspects of that, and it's been a pretty hot button topic. There are many layers, and it's not going to be an easy decision by any means. Troutdale did it recently, and now Fairview is looking at it as well. I'd like to hear more from people what they would like. I've heard a lot from the police officers, but now I'd like to hear more about what the residents would like to see happen with that. If they want to maintain the level of service that we have now, or if they want to go ahead and switch to Multnomah County Sheriff's.
Thank you very much for being here, Keith.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Again, this is the Video Voters Guide. Remember, the general election is November 8th. Don't forget to vote and participate in democracy. Thanks.